I'm ready! Wait! Where is she?
Fat man! Fat man, come help! I'm falling! I'm gonna fall!
I'm coming!
Ah! Thanks a lot, Fat man!
Oh.
Come see Fat Man in theaters. Coming out? Never.
I need Pringles.
That's just sad.
I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. More like the way we rock it, so don't stop. It's under the lights.
In a world where old people can't use technology, starring Nancy.
I think I broke it. So I'm gonna try to copy and paste. And oh, something happened.
The government entrusts her secrets
Where'd it go?
with the help of Old Man Jenkins.
Hello? Hey Marty. Can you help me? I don't really know how to use my new phone. I just bought it from Best Buy. Whatever that stupid place is called. Why isn't this Cyberman working? Ow.
Edward, you won't believe what happens next.
What should I do?
To 26.
Delete it.
What are you doing?
It says I gotta delete it. Share this code and delete. Share this code and delete. Okay, so.
Okay. Oh wow! Will, what are you doing? We need to make a fire with sticks.
Hey Will, do you know how to start that thing called a fire? Yes or no? No, but I have an app for it. Let's hit start. Start. Why isn't anything happening? Ow! Ow! Hey Will, let's go find some food for dinner. And snack. How about marshmallows? Have any luck? Yeah, I found some fruit snacks and granola bars.
Well, I found some leaves.
Well, let's give them a try. I can order food on an app from my phone. Whoa! How did you get here?
I drove my car.
Where did you park?
In the parking lot.
Is that a storm coming?
How are we gonna get out of here?
Every Who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot, but the Grinch who lived just north of Whoville did not. Tomorrow is Christmas. It's almost here. I need to find out a way to stop it. But how? The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea. All I need to do is dress up like Santa Claus and find myself a reindeer. So he called his cow Bob. I have a very devious plan to steal Christmas. I want some presents because those Who's never give me any. Those Who's are very salty. Let's go to Whoville. And the sleigh went down to Whoville. Then he came to the first house in the square. Curses! Foiled again! Who could have taken all the presents? Oh man! The Grinch was confused. Who could have taken all the presents? Was it Santa Claus?
Looking for something?
All of a sudden, the Grinch heard a small noise and turned around fast. It was little gangster Who, no more than two. Who are you?
I am Gangster Who, and I stole all the presents because I want them for myself. There's only room for one thief in this town.
Then Gangster ran away and the Grinch followed him. Somehow a 2-year-old got on a middle-aged thing. The Grinch followed the Gangster into his hideout, aka daycare. I'm not going to be humiliated by a 2-year-old thief. Oh, what is this stuff?
Hey kitties, who wants some pizza?
Yes!
I don't know where that little baby's going.
The pizza guy follows Gangster down the stairs when Gangster wasn't looking. When he gets to the secret basement, he sees the Grinch.
Grinchy! Gangster, who? What have you done to Grinchy? Ow! Ow!
The intense heat from the pizza causes Gangster Baby to pass out. Thanks.
When you need help, don't you wish a fairy godmother would suddenly appear to make things right?
Well, don't hold your breath. She doesn't do that kind of thing anymore. She's getting on in years, you know.
So if you want help, she still fixes anything from broken windows to broken hearts. You'll just have to visit her little cottage in the Barbian Woods and wait your turn, just like everyone else. And when you knock on the door, I'll let you in and make you comfortable. I'll even serve you a nice cold glass of lemonade. You see, I'm the fairy godmother's assistant.
Disgusting. What is this? Disgusting.
My job used to be quite simple, really, until the fairy godmother announced she would be taking a much-needed vacation. I was scared stiff. What would I say to people who came for my help? I don't know any magic. I couldn't have turned a pumpkin into a glittering coach if my life depended on it. I remember exactly what she told me as she was leaving.
Oh, I'm sure you'll do well, dear. Hasta la pasta! Wait, what?
To be honest, I didn't get much sleep that night. I kept wondering how I could possibly fill her shoes. I got up the next morning and went to the kitchen to make a fresh pitcher of lemonade. When I heard a knock on the door, I opened it and found a young woman with a tear-stained face, wearing a tattered dress. She did not look happy, if I do say so myself. I explained that the fairy godmother would be gone and that I was her assistant. But she looked so sad that I invited her in for a glass of lemonade to cheer her up. As soon as she sat down, she started to cry. I sat beside her and gave her a handkerchief to dry her eyes.
First wipe away your tears, then tell me what's bothering you.
My name is Ella, but my stepmother and stepsisters call me Cinderella because my apron is always covered with cinders from cleaning the fireplace. They are very mean to me and make me run around, do errands, clean, cook, and sew for them, while they go and have fun. Now I have to make them new gowns for the ball, but I want to go too.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
She started to cry again. I could guess where this was leading.
I suppose you came to ask the fairy godmother's help. I'm really sorry. I wish I could help you, but I make lemonade, not magic.
Can't you do anything?
There's not much I can do. It's really up to you.
Up to me?
It's really very simple. If you want to go, go. And don't let anyone or anything stop you.
But how can I go to the ball without an evening gown?
Don't look at me. Wait, I have the perfect idea. Perfect look for you. Slob meets elegance.
Ella pondered this for a while, then shook her head.
But I can't go to the ball like that. It's just going to be fancy rich people. I need a gown.
Come on, it's 2016. You can do anything you want these days.
You're right.
But her smile was short-lived. Another question had flashed into her mind.
But what about dancing slippers? I don't have any.
Go barefoot. Maybe you'll start a trend.
You're telling me I'm supposed to go to the royal ball barefooted?
Or you could wear those cute old fishing boots. They're adorable.
I choose barefoot. How am I supposed to get to the royal ball? The royal palace is almost a mile from my house.
I suppose you'll just have to walk. Or you could take my old clunker outside. It doesn't have a muffler, and it's only got one wheel. And that wheel's the steering wheel. And the steering wheel is actually 90% duct tape. But I'm sure you can figure it out.
A big frown appeared on her face. This wasn't the kind of help she hoped to get from her fairy godmother. I was giving her a car, after all.
But they'll never let me in if I don't arrive in a fancy horse-drawn carriage.
Sneak in. Duh.
Good idea. But I don't think anyone's guarding the doors to the kitchen, do you?
I guess not.
At least I hope not.
Ella seemed uncomfortable with my answers. She'd never done anything so daring before. I wasn't surprised when I heard another but.
But if a prince asks me to dance, what should I say?
Say, let's go, hot stuff, and then start whipping and nay-naying, and if you're feeling real lucky, add in some dabs.
Ella laughed so hard she has to use the handkerchief again. Sensing she was close to deciding in favor of going in the ball, I gave her one more push.
What do you have to lose?
Nothing at all.
One more thing. When you walk in, proclaim yourself. Let everyone know you're there. And don't take no for an answer from the prince.
She stood up to shake my hand. Before she left, I offered her some final advice.
Want your stepmom and stepsisters to know you've been to the ball? Leave by 5 in the morning. That way you'll be in bed by the time they get home.
Doesn't the ball end at 12?
You can't leave. You have to stay. Leaving shows weakness.
Hello, is the fairy godmother here?
No, sorry, she's not here.
Guess who's back? Oh, dance with me!
Get away from me!
I can still groove, guys.
How was your vacation?
Perfect. How's it going?
Good. I took care of a very strange girl. I did pretty good if I do say so myself.
Okay, let's see through the ball. Oh, shucks. Oh, shucks. Oh, man. Okay.
What's up, homies?
Come on, hot stuff. Let's go dance.
Okay. Baldy, stop touching me. Yep, Baldy. Yep, get away.
Ella, who are you dancing with?
Get away, Daniel. We're done.
No, we're not. Come with me. I made this sculpture for you.
What have I done?
You did an amazing job. Good job. You could take my place one day. I love you.
At Old Man's Antiques, Lizzie dusted the lamps, the books, the clocks, and the spindly tables. She even dusted the bald spot on Grandpa's head as he snoozed on a Louis 151 settee. The tiny bell over the door tinkled as a woman breezed in. Her pink stolen suit matched the miniature poodle in her arms. Lizzie had never seen anyone with hair so tall. The woman peered at Lizzie.
You seem quite young to be running such an establishment.
I'm watching the store until my mother comes back.
After all, she was quite capable of running such an establishment, for 10 minutes anyway.
I'm Miss Bradley Larchment III, and this is my dog, Brendan. Yip, yip. If you don't mind, I'd like to browse.
Lizzie certainly didn't mind. That's all anyone ever did in Old Man's Antiques. Mrs. Larchmont inspected each item with a gloved hand.
Oh my stars, look at this. I don't think I've ever seen one for sale. How much?
$500.
What a bargain. Does he come with
A set of teeth?
Teeth.
Yes, he's not wearing any.
The settee?
No, I have a dozen of those at home. How much for this antique?
But he's my grandpa.
Well, then in that case, you must know how much he's worth.
But he's not for sale.
Nonsense, my dear. Everybody has a price. I'll give you $500 for him.
$500?
For $500, Lizzie could buy the treehouse she'd always wanted. She could start her own club and be president. She'd be the most popular girl in the neighborhood. But what good would a treehouse be without Grandpa there to help her build it?
No, thank you. I can't take $500 for Grandpa.
Okay, $10,000. Yip, yip.
With that much money, Lizzie could buy a small boat and sail out on the lake anytime she wanted. She could lay back and float lazily along, or look for the mysterious monster that lurked on the bottom. But what good would a boat be without Grandpa there to steer and fish and sing sailor songs?
No.
No? Okay, $50,000. That is my final offer.
Wouldn't that buy an entire ice cream shop with every frozen flavor ever invented, and sprinkles, and chocolate chips, and hot fudge? Lizzie could have an ice cream shop with lots of customers who'd actually buy something. Selling ice cream would certainly be more fun than dusting antiques. But how much fun would it be without Grandpa there to make his super duper tremendous stupendous ice cream sundae deluxe?
Mrs. Larchmont, not everyone has a price and not everything is for sale.
Well, if I can't buy anything I want, I won't buy anything at all.
And she swept out of the door in a furious huff. Lizzie patted Grandpa's head gently, then walked over to the cash register. Smiling, she pushed the big red button.
No sale!
Everybody knows the story of the three little pigs, or at least they think they do, but nobody's ever heard my side of the story, the real side. I'm the wolf, Alexander T. Wolf, but you can call me Al. Let me take you back to when I was young. No one knows just how the big bad wolf thing got started. It's all wrong. Maybe it's because wolves eat cute little animals like bunnies and sheep and pigs. That's just the way they are. If cheeseburgers were cute, folks would probably think that people were big and bad too. But the whole big bad thing is all wrong. The real story is about a sneeze and a cup of sugar. Way back in Once Upon a Time, our friend, the wolf, was making a birthday cake for his dear granny. He had a terrible sneezing cold.
Achoo! Achoo! Achoo!
He ran out of a cup of sugar.
Oh no, I'm all out of sugar.
So he walked down the street to ask his neighbor for a cup of sugar. Now this neighbor was a pig, and she wasn't too bright either. She had built her whole house out of straw. Can you believe it? Who in their right mind would build a house out of straw?
Little pig, are you in?
No answer. He was just about to go home without the cup of sugar for his dear old granny's birthday cake. That's when his nose started to itch. He felt a sneeze coming on. Well, he huffed, and he snuffed, and then sneezed a great sneeze. And you know what? The whole darn straw house fell down. And right in the middle of the pile of straw was the first little pig, dead as a doornail. She had been home from the whole time and had turned into a mouth-watering piece of sizzling bacon. You know the rules, so the wolf ate it up. The wolf was feeling a little better, but he still didn't have his cup of sugar, so he went to the next neighbor's house. This neighbor was the first little pig's sister. She was a little smarter, but not that much. She had built her house out of sticks. Sticks.
Little pig, let me in.
Go away. I'm sitting here on my chinny chin chin.
Then, the wolf felt a sneeze coming on. He tried to cover his nose, but he couldn't reach in time. He sneezed and knocked the stick house down.
Achoo!
And you're not going to believe it, but this guy's house fell down just like his brother's. When the dust cleared, there was the second little pig, dead as a doornail, Wolf's honor. And as you know, bacon will spoil if you leave it out in the open. So, the wolf did the only thing there was to do. He ate the bacon again. Think of it as a second helping. So the wolf went to the next house. This guy was the first and second little pig's brother. He must have been the brains of the family. He had built his house out of bricks. The wolf knocked on the brick house.
Little pig, are you in?
No answer. And do you know what that rude little porker answered?
Get out of here, Wolf. Don't bother me again.
The wolf was just about to go home and maybe make a nice birthday card instead of a cake when he felt his cold coming on. He huffed and he snuffed and he sneezed once again.
And your old granny can sit on a pin.
Boy, I'm gonna slam a home run in your face.
If you don't get off my property right now, I will call the cops.
The wolf was usually a pretty calm fellow, but when he heard somebody talk about his dear, sweet old granny like that, he went a little crazy. When the cops drove up, of course he was trying to break down this pig's door. And the whole time, the wolf was huffing and puffing and sneezing and making a real scene. The cops carted him away. And the rest, as they say, was history. The news reporters found out about the 2 pigs that I had for dinner. They figured that a sick guy going to borrow a cup of sugar for his granny's birthday cake didn't sound that interesting. So they decided to jazz up the story with all that huff and puff and blow your house down. And that's how the big bad wolf came along. That's the real story. I was framed.
On the Amur River in the tribe of Nanai, the ones who most loved to fight were the men of the Beldy clan. They neglected their hunting. They got so bad, they felt lost when they weren't fighting. They just sat around and waited for the next war.
They were always rushing off to attack another clan's village or defending themselves from a clan that had come for revenge. And every year, there were fewer of them left alive.
Get up! Come on! Wake up! What?
Now, into this clan were born a pair of twins whose names were
Chubak
and
Udoga.
The Beldies were careful to honor the boys because they knew that twins are good luck.
Besides, there was something special about those two. By the time they were 5 years old, they were wiser than anyone else in the village.
So both the men and the women of the clan often came to them for advice.
Get 8 hours of sleep every night. Eat healthy. Always come up for air when you are swimming. Thank you. Chew your food. Barely. Put your shirt on the right way. Always climb a tree with a parachute. Don't play with fire. Don't mix orange juice with your cereal.
One day, a Beldy hunter found that one of his traps had been sprung, but the animal was missing.
Our trap has been sprung.
The weasel has been stolen. We must tell the others and the chief.
He could tell from the signs that the animal was a weasel and that it had been taken by a man of the Zexuli clan.
Our trap has been sprung.
The weasel has been stolen. Here's a piece of its skin. This is a great insult. Prepare for war. War! 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 We love war!
All the Beldy men rushed off eagerly to get ready their spears, knives, bows, and arrows.
War!
War!
War! War! War!
A gardening tool for war! Huzzah!
Not again! Is a weasel worth killing and dying for?
Must a man not fight?
You're a man. Must a man be stupid? Udoga, Chubak, tell the men to stay home. We've had enough fighting and killing.
She's right, brother. We've had enough war. We'll see what we can do.
Shubak, Udoga, give us your counsel.
Never has a clan been so insulted. If the thief had taken a sable, then we could forgive him. But taking a weasel skin is almost worthless. The thief must have taken it to shame us. To shame us, we have no honor. And with no honor, we must die.
The Zakulis have killed us. Now we must kill them back. All their men must die.
They've killed us. The Zakulis have killed us.
They killed us.
They killed us. We're dead.
We're dead. We're dead. We're dead. They killed us.
But wait, this is no ordinary war. The Zakulis are so evil, the place where they live is evil too. We must not let the evil touch us, and we must vow not to eat any food from their land or drink a drop of their water.
We swear it. We swear it. Death to the Zakulis. Death to the Zakulis.
The women were sad.
What hope do we have when even the twins go to war?
The men loaded themselves with as much food and water as they could carry. They walked all day. It was slow, hard going, with all they had to carry. So the farther they went, the angrier they were at the Zaksulis.
At last, they came upon some Zaksuli women carrying berries.
You women! We are coming to your village. We won't leave a single man alive.
Why'd you let them know we were coming? With the trek we'll have to make, they'll be there before us.
What is that to us? Nothing they do can save them. Death to the Zakulis!
Death to the Zakulis!
The Beldis hid all around the village in the tall grass and the bushes.
They wanted to stay put till those crazy Beldis went home. But the woman came out, and they carried big sticks.
Take that, you stupid Beldis! You should go back to the village where you belong! Be brave, remember! You must never hit a woman!
What is a woman? Ow! It's not ow! Ow! Like a woman! Ow!
The Beldi men were brave. So they were brave a little longer. So they were brave a little longer. So they were brave a little longer.
Can't we talk and settle this without fighting?
How can talk restore honor? We will be satisfied only by a great gift.
What gift?
You must give us the skin of a weasel.
Was that such a great gift? We starved and suffered for the skin of a weasel?
The skin of a weasel brought us to war. Why shouldn't it send us home?
And the Beldis never went to war again.
Hello, camera.
On a fluffy marshmallow.
But what good a fancy bedroom?
Wait, just reset.
Okay. Hi!
Bah, here I am.
Speaking from broken windows, broken heart.
I got do it.
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay, cool.
All your lines close up, okay?
Go! Quiet on set, quiet on set.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Cute animals like.
No. You're not supposed to dump it all out right now.
Yeah.
Hey!
Don't stop recording, please. Alright, I just want that close up, and then you guys say we got him.
It's so blurry.
Dude, it's recording.
Dude,
it's recording.
How is it recording?
Stop recording.
Wait, I said scene in
Hey, hold on, reset. I'd say keep looking at the camera. If that's just happening behind you.
I can't see. I can barely even move my head. Gangster baby! Looking for something.
All of a sudden, the drink. Run fast. Faster moves, no more than 2.
No.
Somehow a 2-year-old's outrunning a middle-aged thing.
Why?
I'm not gonna be humiliated.
Wonka's chocolate fit. Haha, you walked right into my strap.
Looking. No, I said no. That wasn't good.